We must use time creatively, and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. I never lose. I either win or learn. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. I learned that to humiliate another person is to make him suffer an unnecessarily cruel fate. Even as a boy, I defeated my opponents without dishonoring them. Although I am a gregarious person, I love solitude even more. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Where you stand depends on where you sit. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Know your enemy, and learn about his favorite sport. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. It is not where you start but how high you aim that matters for success. Keep your friends close, and your rivals even closer. Let your greatness blossom. 54. In some ways, it is easier to be a dissident, for then one is without responsibility. 55. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water and salt for all. Let each know that for each the body, the mind and the soul have been freed to fulfill themselves. 57. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Without language, one cannot talk to people and understand them, one cannot share their hopes and aspirations, grasp their history, appreciate their poetry, or savor their songs. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than you will through acts of retribution. Men have different capacities and react differently to stress. But the stronger ones raised up the weaker ones, and both became stronger in the process. Courageous people do not fear forgiving, for the sake of peace. The brave man is not the one who has no fears, he is the one who triumphs over his fears. There are few misfortunes in this world that you cannot turn into a personal triumph if you have the iron will and the necessary skill. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Difficulties break some men but make others. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying, one armed with the hope that he will rise even in the end.